We're finally back with another VOD review, and it's really late right now. It's like 4 a.m. I was laying in bed and I couldn't sleep because what I'm doing right now is I'm working these fucking night shifts. So we work like 4 to 4, and I came home, I made some damn chili, and I tried to fall asleep, but I couldn't. So I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna record a VOD review because I know a lot of you guys wanted to see a VOD review. So basically, how I'm gonna run this is I don't really know what this game is. I just picked this out. This is from August 28th. That's quite a bit ago. It's October 4th right now, I think. So I'm going into this blind, and I'm kind of just gonna guess what I'm thinking at the exact moment. And after that goes down, you know, whatever the outcome is, I'll kind of pick it apart a little bit, and we'll go from there. I don't really do VOD reviews much. I'm not very good at like articulating when I do my VOD reviews. That's why I don't really do them much, but I know you guys want to see them, so I'm going to try and get better at it, so you know I can actually make these videos effectively, so people can actually learn from these and learn from my mistakes and whatnot. So let's get started. So we're starting attack side split. I'm going to put the A wire down. Now the reason why I put this A wire down, actually this is a mistake wire, this is a bad wire, and I look like I recognize that. Okay, no, Alright, so I'm putting the correct wire on. So this wire is good because they can't jump over it. And the reason why you want to use this wire specifically is because we are all leaning towards A, right? So the first wire I had, that's to shut down anyone pushing through A short. But when you're on split, there are two different ways you want to place this wire on A site, right? If you're all leaning towards A, just go ahead and put this one wire up. That way you know if there's any contact in the back. But if you're planning on defaulting, right, and you don't want to put anyone towards short, put the first one I put, because that one's actually really good, but they can jump over it. So they can jump over if they are coming from T-spawn. So we're going to be setting up for an A here. We're sending 3 towards short. I have the ghost, so I probably shouldn't be going towards short here. But I'm going to go in, I'm going to go for the trade. Now it's 3 up short. We're losing 2. I'm going to go try and get a swing off. I'm just looking for a pick. Can't find anything, unfortunately. So what I should have done here at this point, because I have played a lot more since this, so I've gotten a bit better, is in this particular spot, I should have just held default box and waited for a swing once my jet died, because my jet dies right there. I'm looking for somebody, right? I can't find anyone, so I fall back and I try and hold this angle here. But if I was already holding that angle, I probably could have gotten a pick and a free kill there, and it would have made it a 2v3 at the very least, and that would have been, you know, much more favorable odds. But instead I kind of just stand out in the open and I try and take the fight, and I end up going down. My Sage gets flashed, she dies. So we're starting off here. I'm not really buying anything. I'm going for a full save, which is fine because we're on an eco. But even on an eco, like, you can buy utility depending on the character you're playing. Because the way I look at it is, even if we're saving, I'm best off just buying my full utility. Because if I find a scenario where I actually need to use my fucking utility, right, then I have it. And if I don't end up using it, that's fine. Then I have it for next round. So if you want to buy utility on eco rounds, I'd say go for it. Just don't waste it. Like, be very cautious about the way you're using your utility when you happen to buy it on eco rounds, or save rounds for that matter. So I'm just holding the walk up right now. I'm going to start walking up with them so we can work together. I call out the scout on the left. Looks like I get naded out of my corner. Down to 40 HP off the start. There's not much we can do here. I think at this point we should just group up and try and take down that Marshall and Garage as 4. Because we're just peeking them one by one and we're dying at this point. There's 2 of them in there. I'm going to go for a ghost. Don't find one. He doesn't have a ghost either. I was literally just looking for a ghost that entire time. So we're going to start off with the default here. I'm only putting 1 wire down. I should be placing the other one, but this is back when I was just starting Cypher. So I'm not actually, no, I don't think I'm putting a C1 because there's a player at C. But I guess we'll see. Yeah, we're wiring off C. We're good, boys. I already fucking, I'm a genius, dude. That's a shitty wire. They can jump over that. God damn it, man. I'm going to drop the spike in a pretty default spot so our team knows where it's at. And we're going to be working on mid pressure here. So that scout's just kind of sitting there. At that point, I should have held the angle, but he did throw up his wall, so it doesn't really matter. I'm going to cam for the info, get one on the link. There's a 4v4. And now there's one in A. He's been killed. So right now we're just putting pressure towards mid. We have the advantage here, so we're just waiting. And we just lose the advantage right there. So now it's 3 versus 3. We got to group up and we got to hit something. And it looks like we're going to work towards C here. So the reason I throw that cage particularly is because audio cues will trigger if someone walks through it. So we'll know if somebody's pushing behind us. It's not really to block anything. So here I was clearing sight and I just got picked off, I believe. So I'm clearing sight. I go straight to sight and I'm clearing out these back angles here. And I catch one. And I'm quick to react. My crosshair is on the fucking head, but I just die. So not much there. I just lost the gunfight. I'm not really going to go over the Cypher setup because for the most part, I'm just going to have the default wires put down. I'm going to be working towards grass control here. We keep losing people early on. That Omen keeps getting picked. So now we got to look for a pick. We found one, so I'm going to play a bit safer here. We got the Raze ult coming in. I try and take the Raze out. She gets picked. I kill the Sage, take out the turret. A little bit exposed to CT, but I guess I got that covered. I'm pissed about the turret. Rightfully so. That thing's fucking annoying, dude. I swear to God. So I'm going to put a cam down. I messed up my cam. So we know he's coming from CT. And now we just all got to line up in a good spot. So I'm going to wait for him to shoot and I'm going to cage. So that way he can actually get away and get back to sight after he takes his shot. Now I'm going to watch Garage. Because he could have potentially crossed. So I'm going to cam Garage and I'll still be able to cage if he shoots. But it looks like he's going to be saving here. So we're going to opt to not chase. It looks like Epi, my friend, is going to try and go for the chase. I don't really recommend doing that because we're low as fuck on money and they have decent money for the most part. So my team's spread out. We don't really have much mid presence, so I'm giving some mid presence right now, watching for somebody to peek. Just applying pressure in mid, so there's some presence. Looks like I'm going back towards mid. It looks like I'm going to try and solo take Garage here. Which I guess is fine because it's kind of like a lurk through Garage. Let's see if I can get anything done here. I get the Sage. C1 top mid, take him out as well. And then the last one is down CT. It looks like I'm going to hunt him down and probably die to the turret. So not much to say about that round. They pushed out Garage. I wasn't really there to support my team as I was wiring. I need to get my wires off a little bit quicker. A little late on the wires. So I put this one down because it looks like we're going to be heading towards C, so that way we can't get flanked through grass. At this point, I need to be taking the bomb and going towards my team, which it looks like I'm doing right now. God, I read my own mind. I'm fucking insane. It looks like they've already cleared sight. I'm just going to get the plant down for long. My team's not really doing a very good job of covering my Garage, like I asked them to, but that's okay. Like Spurtsy's going to go down there. That was a 4v2, and we're going to get a little aggressive here, but I don't think we should. They've showed the trend of saving, so I would assume that's why we're going for it. Oh, no, I just want the eco frags, that's why. Alright, I just wanted the eco frags. That's the only reason we really hunted there, because I'm a greedy bastard. So we lost one. I'm going to try and get a pick in here, Garage, to rebalance it. I get the pick. I fall back instantly, right? Because we need to group up here now. Or we need to decide on something, really. Whether it's just keep map presence or actually push something. But it looks like we're going to just rebalance back out towards the default. Oh, no, we're going straight to C after that.
Can you heal me? I'm missing 11 health.
Oh, we're going for the res. That's what we're doing.
I'm missing 20 HP, thank you.
So yeah, now we're getting stalled out here. We went for the res, we got picked. They're going to obviously rotate someone towards C. So now it's probably a 1-1-1-1. All across the site, right? One Garage, 1B, 1C, 1A. And that's exactly what they're doing. So we get the pick. We need to get the wall down right now. We're waiting on the wall.
30 seconds left.
It's pretty clustered. It's pretty clustered comms right now. Everyone's yelling at each other. So I'm just going to take a safe angle and just kind of hold mid. And now I need to find a pick. Because it is a 3v2. We can't let them close the pressure on us. So right here, I need to find a pick and instantly get out of that Killjoy ult. He destroyed the lockdown. So now we can play together again. We know where he's at. He's towards CT. He gets the kill. I'm going to hold this position, I guess. I have the cam. But yeah, I still have cam on bomb. I'm going to go right for the peak. I'm going to take him down. Well played, XTR. What a fucking genius player. This guy is so smart. Man, I love doing viewer VOD reviews. This kid is a fucking genius. I'm tabbing out to check my Streamlabs. So I'm putting wires down pretty much to shut down any potential they have to flank. Our teammate's going to get picked. I have bomb coming into sight, and it looks like we're going quick. I am not there to help the team. I was a little bit late setting up wires. Now I get insta-scout headshot by the fucking Sage. So there I needed to wait a little bit. Because we get the pick, and the Omen smoke is going down. I didn't realize the Omen smoke was going down, but I need to pay more attention as I'm entering onto site. Because in a situation like this, right, where it is a 4v2, I believe. Yeah, pretty much a 4v2, because they're not going to have time to react to their teammate getting picked. They're still going to be, like, full momentum. Oh, fuck. God damn. So they're going to be in full momentum after I get this pick, because they're not really going to realize that their player just died there. So at this point, the Sage is spotted here. I don't realize it. I swing out, and I don't even realize I just get headshot. And I put a shitty cage down, too, at that.
Holy shit, garage. What the fuck?
So right now, I'm just using the cam so I don't have to actually peek mid. And looks like we got a pick towards C. So my team's going to be putting pressure towards A as we work C at the same time. Hopefully they can get something done on A site. But it looks like they have C. At this point, I need to just work towards C and actually get the bomb planted for the team. So cam is really good to peek angles for your team, so they don't have to actually physically peek it and die, right? You can sacrifice the cam over a body of your team, right? So I've been doing that a lot, as you guys have realized by now, I would hope. And that's another shitty wire. My wires are really bad this game. What the fuck am I doing? So I'm clearing sight fully. I'm just going to hold the heaven angle, spray a bit. I need to get to an actual safe spot, because this is how people lose fucking games. Is by just being a little too aggressive in these areas for no reason. So I need to get to a much better post plant. Whether it be long or just actually hiding behind the box. I do not need to peek here, but I get the kill. I shouldn't have been rewarded for that. I'm still going to be over peeking here, because I want kills. I'm greedy as shit, and I die because of it. So I was being way too greedy there. There was no reason for me to be peeking all those angles that I was peeking. I was peeking CT for absolutely no reason, and I peeked heaven for no reason, and I died on the second peek. So I was just too greedy there, and definitely should not have been doing that. I'm gonna wait this out. I'm gonna get the kill. Dude, in my Phoenix guide, I swear to God, dude, Phoenix players just do that. They just run out brain dead and you get the easy kill. So I get the first pick, or I get the rebalancing pick on that Phoenix there. That's a good pick by me. I know, good player. My team's gonna get ulted towards C, so I'm just gonna start working towards A alone, I believe. No, I guess we're just still putting map presence. They instantly destroyed my A flank wire. I don't know what I'm doing mid here with the bomb. I think I'm trying to just get something done alone without telling my team. Looks like I'm just going to walk back towards A. No, I'm going to plant B. Okay. I'm worried about this flanker, though. Because he could be on A still, he could be mid. That's kind of what I'm scared about right now. Me and my Rays need to be playing a little bit more together here. And the KJ just walks out and dies. I don't know where the fuck she came from.
The play, I guess.
Obviously, putting mid presence again, just a little bit. Spraying through the wall. We take down the wall. It's still a 5 versus 5 situation. And we got a fight going on in garage. Nothing's gonna happen. Spurtsy's gonna freak the fuck out. I'm gonna be getting a little bit too aggressive there, just fighting the Guardian and get spammed through the wall. So there are times and places to get aggressive, and yes, we didn't find a pick yet, but my team's working all around the map, so I don't really need to be peeking that right now. So here in this pistol, I'm going to be creeping up through garage. I'm going to be playing garage a bit more aggressive. I don't know what kind of like actual info we have right now, but it looks like me and Jet are going to be getting aggro towards mid. I'm going to find a pick. I'm going to instantly fall back. My back is turned. Oh, I do know they're going towards C, so I'm going to look for another pick here. Can't find one. I'm going to try and get onto site with my team because my team is fighting right now. Now right there, that was a mistake. I definitely should have just broken that wall down and helped my team. I should not be going with Epi towards C long. That was a lot of wasted fucking time. I'm just twiddling my dick, doing absolutely nothing for my team. I don't know if I win this, but if I don't, then it was because I made a huge fucking mistake and should have just broke the wall down. Yeah, so that shouldn't have worked. That should never have worked, right? Because if we go back, let me just look, right? If we look at where my team is, right? They're trapped on site, or they're pretty much already on site. It's a 4v5. And my teammate is already flanking behind. If I just put this extra pressure through garage, so this round is much easier to win. See, my teammate just died. He's still fighting. He is still alive on site. I don't need to turn around here while my teammate is on site and my other teammate is attacking through CT. I need to just go through garage, apply that extra pressure. They will be completely pinched. They'll have one long, one garage, and 2 CT. They lose. But I opt to go through C long, and I almost lose this the round, but I just hit my shots, so it worked out. So I'm gonna opt to keep the ghost here. I've recently started straying away from this. Ever since I started playing like full Immortal games as opposed to like mixed Immortal games. I've stopped using the ghost as much because it's a lot more safe bet. It's more of a safe bet to actually buy the SMG here. So my team's just gonna get fucking destroyed mid. They overpeaked and they got killed, and it is now a 1 versus 5. I really doubt I win this. So I'm gonna get the peek off and I'm gonna get the gush. Yeah, he bought full armor apparently. So that's crazy. So they forced up there, we lost, but no, so some of us did buy. We didn't coordinate our buy there, so we all have to save now. I'm gonna smoke that off and try and get a pick towards garage. I get one, so I do my part at least, but it doesn't look like we're gonna win this round with what we have. 1 versus 2 on Bodo. Let's see what he can get done here. Doubt he's gonna win it, given the amount of time he has left. Oh, he might. But he's taking the long range stinger versus scout. There's no way. Yeah, that's a really hard round to win. So my setup looks like I need to change my setup, which I have already done. This is my old Cypher. This is from like 2 months ago, or I guess a month ago. And I don't play Cypher like this anymore. So normally when I play Cypher, I'll have a tripwire in garage. And I'll have either a tripwire here, just so I know if they're going to push through. Or I will have a tripwire here on site, just so if I need to fall back off site, I can just worry about this one angle as opposed to this angle here. So I'm going to bait here. I'm going to shoot this bot, right? So that way the raise is going to come out pre-aiming me. And my Omen takes the fight. I shouldn't have backed up to reload here. I should have been just pressed up against this wall here, waiting for an actual fight to come through. That way I could have been there to trade. Because now I take a late trade, and I end up losing. I lose the fight. And that puts us in a really bad spot. Really bad spot. We end up winning that round. So, I mean, good shit on my team. But we should not have. I made a huge mistake. Once again, that's all I seem to make here. Huge fucking mistakes. Oh my god, I need to VOD review more. This is bad. This is crusty ass gameplay. I'm giving myself a head nod, letting myself know everything's going to be alright in this video game I am currently playing. I don't know why I'm on the cam still. I'm trying to pick it. What the oh, okay. I see what I was doing. So I'm going to throw that cage down so he can actually get out if he needs to. Throw the cage for him. He's just going to hide behind the cage, which is fine. kind of a bait play. At this point, I should be leaving and covering B site. At least playing in the link. It looks like I'm going to be giving them B and just working towards A. I don't know what info has been given. But it looks like they are in A. At this point, I need to try and find a pick. I'm not going to find anything. If I can find the pick there, then that will help a little bit. The reason why I say find a pick as opposed to actually, you know, just wait for my team is because if I find a pick here and I actually get out alive, that's much better odds of retaking like a 3 versus 5 or a 2 versus 5. So I want to try and actually find the pick here and actually get a little bit more advantage so our team can actually realistically retake, because retaking in a 5v is very, very difficult. You know, even for someone as godly, as fucking insane as me, or as Spurtsy, I guess, you know, the best player on the team probably. But the only thing I really get done is killing that Phoenix ult and then shitting the bed and dying. We obviously lose that round, and now we're back down to ecoing with Sheriff. So once again, I'm gonna just try and play around my angles here and get a pick. I hit him once, and I can't get him on the repeat. I just lose the gunfight. It really bothers me that I don't have a tripwire in garage. It really does. So I don't really know what happened here. Apparently he just walked out. And that's why I like having a wire on long, so he has to break it to actually get out. Because just because I wasn't looking at long for this extended period of time, he literally walks out and just sits there. Right under my camera. If I just looked down, I would have seen him. So I need to change up my wire placement. That's the big mistake of that round, is changing the wire placement, making it a little bit more defensive. As opposed to, you know, setting my... Because the way I like to set my wires up is, so if I'm stuck on site, I have wires covering me. So I'm able to peek one angle at a time without worrying about the other. But I've noticed the more I play Cypher, it's much better to have your wires in spots that you know that they're actually, like, bound to push through. Like having one here, which is why I just decided to put that wire there. I instantly changed my setup just because of that. So, and I put one in garage. Wow. Yeah, I said fuck the offensive wires, I'm just going to use more passive wires, and that's what I did. So it worked out. I'm going to get a little bit of intel towards here, maybe even push up. They destroy my cam. I hear 2 of them. It's KJ. She likes to flank in or kind of just sneak in, but it looks like a full execute for the most part. So I'm going to cage off both of my sides. I don't know what the reasoning is here. I guess I'm trying to get to a better spot so I can try and find one pick at least, which is fine. This is a fine play. I find the KJ. I need to play a little passive here, hold an angle. I shouldn't go for the repeat here. When I'm in this position, I've already found one frag. At this point, so right here, when I get this 1D, right? I need to instantly fall back to behind this box and wait for the enemy team to like start walking up on me before I actually engage my next fight. I do not need to be over peeking here and trying to get another kill. Because I try and go for this kill on the Phoenix. I miss my shot. And I end up dying. So now it's a 4v4 again. So yes, I did my part, but I could have done more there. And that's the big problem. Let's see what Epi can get done here. Takes one down. I'm playing around with the Bucky. Gets one. And gets taken down by the op. So we got intel that they're going to be attacking B. So me and Epidemic are going to start pushing through garage here. He's going to get the pick, so I'm going to go with him. And we're going to have a lot of presence towards bottom mid that they have to deal with. I'm missing my cages left and fucking right. I guess I just don't know how to throw them. I have a weak arm or some shit. So that guy just hit the best shot of his life on me. I don't even know what happened here. This kid just hit a really good shot. So I'm breaking this wall. My teammate goes down. I try and go for the reswing. I don't react quick enough. He's just way quicker. He's a fucking cracked ass kid. And he's good as fuck. He just takes me down. Lose the aim duel. That's the big thing about that one. So here I'm just waiting on my cam for anyone to walk through. I put my wires back to the more offensive wires. So like I can actually play around them. And I'm just watching along with my cam here. And I'm kind of hoping that my Omen is watching garage well enough. Because I'm waiting for this KJ and I see her. And this is where I get my free kill. I knew the KJ was going to try that shit again, so that's why I put my stuff back so I could actually allow her into sight and just watch the angle and try and get a free pick off of her. And it worked, so it was a decent play for the most part. But it looks like we're going to lose A, so now we're on retake. I left one of my wires, which is perfectly fine. Would have taken too much time to go grab that one either way. Sports is gonna get a kill. I'm gonna cam. Don't see anything. Gonna cage off his left. Fall back now. I think that Raze is just applying pressure with her ult. No, she's actually trying to push through. He kills the Raze. I instantly need to be here for my team. I'm gonna throw that cage down on the bomb. I'm not gonna get anything done here. At that point, I should have just fought with my team, but I got a little scared because of the bomb timer. So instead of, sticking the ground and kind of playing the fights with my team, I just tried to at least half ticket, and then I could try and 1v2 it. So I used my cam there to let my jet push up. He's going to get taken down, so I'm going to take the spot because they probably won't expect two pushing through here. So I spam one down, try and go for another, get killed there. It looks like our Omen's going to capitalize. Get two there. It's now a 2 versus 2. There's a huge round that these guys need to win. They have two ultimates on the table. So it's now match point. And this is very tough. This is very, very tough. So I'm going to be playing and waiting for this KJ. Hopefully I can try and scrape up a kill. But I doubt the KJ is going to do it again after that last play. KJ is going to do it again. So I'm going to try and go for the kill here. And I lose the gunfight. I land 4 shots and just choke my kill. Luckily, it's traded by Boto Moto, the legendary player himself. And it's a 3v4. This is a really tough round to win.
Not yet. One was garage, one was long. Offing.
I have wires on both sides of box.
Yeah, I'm playing wires right now.
So right now, they just need to play together. And it looks like they're going to be taking towards A. Yeah, they're going towards A. So this is almost an impossible retake to win. Because they have Brimstone ults. And they are getting pretty aggressive. So Epi really just needs to hold an angle here. Instead of going for picks. But it looks like he can't really get anything done. He's going to try and get the aggro peek on the Sage. Goes down. So we lost that game. And some of it in part was to, my... a few of the things were my fault. I think one of the problems I have as a player is a lot of the times I'll get a little too greedy. And I know this has always been one of my problems. Ever since I played CS, I just get too greedy at times. Because I'd like to say I'm a really flashy player. Like, when I go for clips, I go for clips. And there are a lot of times when I see myself, and I see myself hitting this clip. So then, at that point, I get a little bit too aggressive because I think, based on past experiences and me having the confidence and having the actual aim to usually be able to pull it off, I go for it. And when it doesn't work out, I die and it loses us rounds. So I'm just a very aggressive player. And when I see an opportunity, I will take it, even if it's a bad idea and the odds are stacked against me. That's just the type of player I am. I go for risky plays all the time. And that's just one of the things I need to iron out. And it's one of the things I've always needed to iron out. Is playing a little bit safer in moments that call for it. And not necessarily going for the epic play that I know I could probably get. But it's just so risky. And that's what entices me to do it. So I just need to tone back, recognize my risk versus reward in certain scenarios. And that's one of my biggest problems that I notice, at least in this one, is one of the biggest problems. Because that's one of the ways, or one of the main reasons I ended up dying, is because I would overextend, or I get a pick and then I try and go for another because I was feeling myself, and then I get shut down, and then we lose the round because of it. So I'd say, chalking up this game, I'd say 4 or 5 of the rounds were literally my fault because I overextended and played it poorly. So, yeah, I mean, I like doing these VOD reviews because I always find new things and new things I can work on, and it's pretty enjoyable to watch. And I mean, I don't really know if I did a good job. Y'all have to tell me if you actually learned anything from this. But I know a lot of you guys wanted to kind of pick my brain for what I think during these games. And that's why I chose such an older VOD, because then I could kind of just put myself back in these shoes. And without knowing what's going to happen, I can kind of understand what I'm thinking for the most part, So I hope you guys enjoyed this epic 20-minute long video. And, come back for more, because I'll always be making content probably till the day I fucking die. So, if you guys have any suggestions, go ahead and leave them in the comments, like always, of course. And I do want to say I'm sorry for not VOD reviewing you guys as much. I want to get around to that. I always say that I'm going to get around to it, but the last VOD review I did was like 2 weeks ago, and it was on Twitch. So I will be doing viewer VOD reviews. I promise you guys that much, and it will come eventually. It's just the way my schedule looks. My schedule's pretty fucking shitty, boys. I'm just gonna come right out and say it. Military life kind of fucks me over sometimes, and it limits my time a lot, to the point where doing VOD reviews isn't one of those things I really want to sit down and do, because it's a long time, right? So yeah, I mean, that's about it, really. You guys really enjoyed the Marshall video, which I was surprised by, so I'm gonna make some more shit like that too. And I'm gonna kind of branch out away from tutorials, but obviously I'm still gonna make tutorials. I'm gonna try and do like 1 to 2 tutorial videos a week, and then, you know, like a gameplay video thrown in or whatnot, montage maybe. So yeah, I appreciate you guys sticking through to the end. That's